Hello, hello, hello. This is Cree with Cree Speaks Media. We are here at the Freedom Festival International, and I am sitting here with an actor. And tell us your name.
My name is Imari Reynolds, guys.
Imari Reynolds. That sounds
Yeah.
so significant.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So tell us about the film that you were acting in.
So the name of the film is The Street Lights Are On. We filmed that actually a little over a year ago. So it's just a privilege just to be able to come out and share this experience with everybody else here at this festival. So
Okay.
yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your role without spoiling.
Okay. Without spoiling, the character I played is Don. So he's best friends with the main character, and the main character, he's been having some problems with his wife. But my character is not the most favorable character that people love, because I am the one who goes behind my best friend's back and be with his wife, which is a scary surprise. So you guys use your imagination on determining what happened within the upcoming scene. So, like I said, there's only so much I can give you because I don't want to give away spoilers. So y'all make sure y'all go check out the film for the ones that's new. So, yeah.
So, what was one of your favorite things about working on this film?
Just being able to meet new people. That's the best thing about being on set. Is just being able to experience, other people's backgrounds, and then y'all coming together, and then y'all trying to build a chemistry on set. So I think that's the best thing about being on set. And then if you build a chemistry with certain people or the team overall, I feel like y'all can execute a real perfect film. So, and I think we did just that. So, yeah.
Okay, so how long have you been acting?
I've been acting for over 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what got you started with acting?
So originally at my local church in downtown Detroit, we did a play. I played the role of Jesus, and I think that was I think that was an interesting role. I was like, why Jesus? Jesus. But anyways, my character, he didn't say as much, but it was just something about the audience when they stood up and they applaud everybody for the hard work that we spent a lot of time on these plays, like countless hours. Like I remember one time we went from after school, and I think it was like 5 p.m. we had to meet up at church, and we didn't get out of church until about 4 a.m. working on this play.
Working them kids, honey.
And I ain't playing. Yeah. They were strict on us, but we did just that, and the audience applauded us, and they loved everything we did, and that just touched me some way somehow. And it was just like, yo, I think I want to get myself involved in acting, as well as me checking out a movie called Hitch. Will Smith being the main character, that's one of my favorite actors, and that kind of driven me even more into becoming fascinated with the love of acting. So that's what got me started in acting.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And what other sectors of the film industry are you working in?
I'm also a producer. I've been trying to get myself involved in a little bit of that. Outside of being in film projects, I do a little bit of vlogs, so I'm actually getting myself experienced in editing, which is a real challenge, but I think it's good for me to get my hands, around different areas, because then that makes me, superior in the game, if that makes sense.
An expert.
Yeah, an expert.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is dope. So, how long have you been producing?
I've been producing for a little over 6 months. I've been getting a lot of help from my friend Tyan Stevenson, the guy that you interviewed before, and he's been kind of showing me the ropes of what I need to do to kind of get myself involved on certain projects. And I see that that's not an easy job. It's not an easy job at all. But I feel like once I get the hang of it, things will progress from here. So.
Okay, and just in case there's somebody out here who's not exactly clear on what producers do, can you give us like a rundown of what producers do?
So I can give you a small tidbit on what producers do. So as far as what I've been told and what I've learned, it's mostly your job to make sure that you get the content across the board. That's one of the main things, as well as dealing with funding, because you need funding in order for a project to take off far in the game, as well as making sure that everybody is doing a position, and making sure that everything is going steady, and like I said, making sure that this film is executed the best way possible, and making sure that you please the audience. So
Okay, so are you like one of the ones who are the main people behind like the storyboard as far as
I'm mostly it depends on the project. Mostly I'm the one that's on the camera because most people usually take me on for the actor, but I've been slowly trying to convert over to producing because I want to start making my own company where I'm able to produce other people's projects as well. So
okay,
yeah.
that is so dope. So, how many film festivals have you entered?
So I've been to maybe about two outside of this one in
Okay.
LA and then one in Detroit. This one right here is my first time experience actually being here in Columbia. So it's the same, being able to be around different people with energy that want to collab and network. So I think that is always a fun time. So yeah, it's pretty much my third one here.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is great. I'm glad you answered that way because I was going to ask you, what do you like about the festival? And
Yeah.
I think that film festivals are so great because, like you said, you just get to meet people, and you never know where
Exactly.
connections may lead.
It could take you
Um,
far, most definitely.
and that's the thing that you definitely thrive on as a creative. You
Yeah.
never know what person is in the room, so I
Yeah.
think that's super dope. So, do you have any major influences that have been a part of your journey?
Um, I do have a few that I really look up to a lot. I'm a Detroit kid. I've always been born there. I've been born there, and I've been raised there for well over 16 years. And one of the biggest people I look up to is Big Sean, because just a person that grew up in Detroit, and now he's a millionaire and giving back to his community. That's something I always feel like I can do. Will Smith, as you heard me say it previously, he's one of my favorite actors. I just think it's incredible that any role that's thrown at him, he can just take it and just do it like it's natural and
The
normal.
GOAT.
And I love that. He is a goat. Um, it's a few other actors that I look up to as well. But I pick from different people that's like already up on top, and I kind of just use that and kind of use that for like motivation a little bit. And most importantly, I can't let this interview go without saying this, but another inspiration to me is my mom. So, yeah, my mom is
Tell us about your mom.
my mom is she's definitely amazing. She's been there through thick and thins. She was even when I had moments of people doubting because you gonna have doubters in your career. She's always been the one that's lifted me up and made me feel like I am going to be somebody. I'm going to be something special, even if it's
That
like
warms my heart.
yeah, even if it's something that's like a trashy film, I'm not gonna blast that, but she would make it seem like that was the best damn film. I don't know if I can say that, but that's the best dang film ever. And Amari, you just the goat, and I'm gonna make you the best dinner because you just did this. So I really appreciate her for being a part of my life. So, and I love you, mom, if you're watching this interview.
Oh, I love it. And that actually brings a really good question up for me. Like, how do you feel people can support, like, whether it's friends or colleagues, other creatives, how can we support filmmakers and actors more?
I feel like that's a really good question there. I feel like the best way to support them is just, doing what you can, even if it's a small thing, but by just sharing it. It only takes 2 seconds to share on your platform.
Yes,
It
I hear
doesn't,
that.
if you say you are their friend, you'll go out the way to make sure that um, they getting their content across from your traffic, because that could help them substantially, and that may help you in the long run in that spectrum. So. Um, that's the most I can really say, honestly. Just share the content. That's
Okay.
it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And I'm going to lead with the final question. So, do you have any advice for any upcoming filmmakers, people in the film industry in general?
Honestly, the biggest factor is just do your research. When I first started in the business, I did a lot of research. That's how I was able to find classes I can attend to that allowed for me to convert over to networking with directors and producers, and it then allowed for me to get myself on a couple sets. And because of those situations where films did come out, it allowed for other directors and producers to see my work, which allowed for me to network. So researching can play a key factor, which can convert over to networking, which can get you in a point that you where you want to be. So do your research. It's
Okay.
gonna help out in the long run. Yeah,
Thank you so much.
no problem. Thank you for
And
having me.
and you can go ahead and plug your social medias. I meant to do that for
Oh
the
yeah,
other guy.
most of course. So you can follow me on all my social media, Amari Reynolds. IMARI REYNOLDS. I also have a website, www.amariGReynolds.webs.com. And I'm also a vlogger on YouTube, Day in the Life of Imari Reynolds. You can go check me out. I'm not sure if they're going to have it in the description below, but I gave you all my platforms that you can catch me on. And we always making bangers every time on these contents. So just so y'all know. No cap.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much
You're
for
so
having
busy.
me. Hey. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, this has been fun.